Hello there, Nickioh here, and this is an impression video of Super Robot Wars X. So what I feared the most is what's happening. This is gonna be a mostly recycled game, much like Wii. I guess this is the state of what the series is in at the moment. Since the handheld team is working on Cross Omega and the Full Metal Panic game, we're gonna be getting a standalone game by the SAT series team with fewer new series. Which I wouldn't mind if there's, variety to the cast instead of just being half recycled. But you know what? I'll save this talk for later. It's a new game, let's just dive into what we have. So in the opening, this is gonna be a isekai story, which we're gonna be going into this fantasy world much like EX, I guess, if you remember that. As always, the first series they showed is the Shin Mazinger set, which has a rather unique new cut-in and an all-new breastfire animations. Nothing too special, but it's good to know that these animations are being redone, unlike the last game. Then next we see Dunbite return to the, HD game. And indeed it looked gorgeous. From the distinct animation we can tell it's being animated by the Arios guy, the guy who did the UC Gundams. Really looking forward to seeing what he does with Dunbite. Next up is Cross Angel. The wheel kiss still looks like shit. The movement got smoother, but it still looks really stiff. Whoever is the animator for these units really needs to pick up their game. As for the series itself, I really don't mind Cross Angel. I know this show is hated by many because it's made by the same guy who made Seed Destiny and all that. But personally, I never really hated this show as much as everybody else. It has good music. Nana Mizuki will be voicing a character. It's all good. Next up is Char's Counter Attack, with of course the new Gundam. I really like Amuro's new cut-in. I think it looks far better than the one they had in the last few games. From the looks of the anime and the scenery, we might get another storyline. It's hard to say, but if they're gonna pull another Axis drop, I'm looking forward to how they're gonna do it this time. And well, the new Gundam always looks beautiful, so if he's getting a new attack, I can't wait to see it. And then we get Laida 3 or whatever. The F91 returns as his own series this time, and the F91 actually looks really good in comparison to the last game. Looking forward to this series' return. And speaking of return, we get Code Geass, which seems to be Season 2 only. There's a new cut-in, but the Guren seems to look pretty much the same. And since she's fighting Orange Kung, I assume we are getting a storyline from this, maybe start in the middle. Maybe we will get the Zero Requiem again, which might be interesting. After that is Double Zeta. The Double Zeta was great in the last game. I don't think anyone is bored of his return just yet, so it's another series I don't mind coming back. Same thing to Mazinger Zero, of course is returning. I guess they showed us this just to say that, oh, the Zero will be an anime, and Koji is not gonna be the pilot. A little mystery, I guess, to how they will play out the Mazinger stuff in this game. And then they showed the Zeta Gundam. It would look good, but we have seen this a million times, nothing special. Next up is the return of Gurren Lagann, which they only list the original series and the second film, and not the first film. So I would assume that they are only doing the second half, much like Code Geass. I'm a little bit disappointed at this because I didn't really like how they did the first half in the Hakaihen game. I think a lot of the iconic scene was really rushed or not very well done. So I was hoping that another game will fix that, but I guess it's not gonna be this one. Might Guy will return, a returnee from Wii, which I don't mind at all. And after that they showed the Crossbone Gundam, which apparently is only gonna be Steel 7. I'm always glad for Crossbone Gundam, but they seem to be kinda underrepresented in the last game, considering how long it took them to appear again. And this time I guess it's not gonna be any different. I believe it's confirmed that it will be units only, but Tobia will still be around. So I'm not sure how are they gonna fit the story with the original F91. So that's another mystery to look forward to. Next up is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. This is one of those series that is easy to shoehorn into any game, and I'm sure a lot of people are sick of the Wing Zero by this point. But personally, I don't really mind, because it means that Midorikawa will be playing a big role. Like, Hero will always get a lot of new voice line, and maybe even new attack, like the 3 shots twin buster rifle that they introduced in Tengoku-hen. I mean, seriously, who saw that coming? This is an entry I'm looking forward to, especially after seeing those details on his Ring Zero sprite. I think we all have that one series where no matter how many times they appear, you don't really mind, and for me it's Endless Wolf. They could put the Wing Zero in 10 more games and I'll be totally fine with it as long as they give Hero new voice line and new animations. After this is where it gets really interesting. So they showed new Aura Battler Dunbite as a series. I don't think they ever did this before. Like, Turbine has appeared many times, but I don't think they ever list new Aura Battler Dunbite as a separate thing. If I'm wrong, then please correct me. Anyhow, the Turbine is the same animator as Dunbite, who is the same animator as the UC Gundam, so it will be beautiful. I mean, look at that sprite, it's gorgeous. And then they introduced Botoshika's children as a separate entry as well, which obviously is meant for the Hainu to be in the game. Once again, I don't think they ever did this before. If they do, please correct me. It's pretty hype to see the Hainu again after all this time, but it seems like he's not gonna be animated by the same guy. And admittedly, the Hainu looks pretty ugly in this clip they showed. Depending on how they look in the final game, I might just stick to the normal Nu, ironically, but we'll see. And the last one here is the most interesting entry. It's the Machin Kaiser. The original Machin Kaiser as well, and not the OVA version. So this is a big deal. There's like a bajillion Machingers in this game, and we're definitely gonna fight the Zero using the Kaiser and the Great Emperor. I really hope that we can use the Zero and the Kaiser at the same time, and that they're not direct upgrade of each other somehow. I mean, come on, are they really gonna make us choose between the Kaiser and the Zero? I don't think anyone could do that. We wanna use both. The next section is the new series. The first one they showed is the Gundam G Recon. I'm moderately hyped for this Gundam. It's one of the few of the newer shows that I have actually seen. The sprite work looks good, but I won't really go crazy over this series. The next entry is Body Complex. I haven't seen this one yet. I literally have no idea what this is about either. Nowadays, I usually only see newer shows after they announce that they're gonna appear in Super Robot Wars. When I was younger, I would watch shows when they're new, but now I can't really afford to do that. But I will see this definitely. I have no comments right now because I have no idea what this show is. Maybe I'll talk about it some more later on, but for now let's move on to the next series, which is Nadia. It's a battleship-ish series by Gainax, directed by Hideaki Anno, the guy who did Evangelion. I have seen this before when I was way younger, so maybe I'll see this again. Last but not least is Wataru. Now this is a series that I'm not familiar with at all. I heard good things about this. If I could get my hands on it, I would definitely try to see it before the game comes out. I haven't checked how long this is. If it's below 50 episodes, maybe I could fit it somehow. Unfortunately, I'm one of the younger fan base. I don't know much about these older shows unless they appear and I look them up and see them. So I don't want to talk too much about this now. I don't think there's any series that they haven't debuted that I'm actually gonna be hyped for. At this point, most series gonna be just me moderately interested. Maybe I'll like them more after I see them and play the game. But I'm kinda at the point where I'm looking forward to seeing my old favorites on better animation rather than seeing new shows. At the end here, as usual, they will show a montage. Nothing too special here aside from seeing Cecily being playable. And then suddenly Masaki and the Cybuster appear. This literally came out of nowhere, and admittedly it's pretty surprising. There's like 4 Midorikawa characters in this game. I'm sure he plays a role in this somehow. And that's pretty much it for the announcement trailer. Seed and Double O is gone. The Unicorn Gundam is gone, surprisingly. And there's no Getter Robo, even more surprising. This game will not really break new grounds. It won't be the return to form that we're all hoping for. Looks like the biggest hype of this game will be the Mazinger stuff. much like the last game. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy. Let me know what you think of this new game. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Is there any series you're looking forward to? Consider subscribing if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next video.